Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Today on Tallidus Plays, we continue our PvE Season 11 server playthrough. And we are still looking for a permanent home. We have this claimed house next to us, which I basically claimed just to keep us safe while we were away from the server. Because again, it's a 24-hour multiplayer server that's running all the time. But now, we're going to release this safe house. So, release it. We are still on the hunt for something better. Again, if you saw the last episode, you'll know that somebody basically disassembled everything in here. So it's not really that functional as a base. So we're going to hop in our minivan and keep moving after I get a little snack out of the trunk here. Okay, I locked it. Let's go in here and unlock it. I need to drive forward a little bit. Yes. Unlock the trunk. Drive forward just a touch. Just get a snack here for the road because we are hungry and we are thirsty. And I think I have some stuff in the back that'll help us out on that front. Let's drink a little bit of bourbon. I'm going to drink half a bottle of bourbon and have ourselves a nice little buzz going here. Again, I would never do this in real life. This is simply a video game. But yeah, now we are no longer thirsty. We are still a little peckish. However, I don't know if we have much food available. Let's check my bag. No, we got a whole bunch of literature, but no food. So we'll go ahead and hop in the van here, check our map. We'll start making our game plan. Again, we're looking for something in the vicinity. The server hub, I believe, is right over here. But I think I'm going to head back towards West Point proper and find... I have heard people are basing up in this area. This is, I think, called Tiki Town. That's a modded area. This is also Bear Lake, which is another modded area. But for my money, I want to be somewhere... I want to be where the people are. But I want to be where there's not a lot of, you know, zombies and sprinters. So I'm going to stay in these tier 1 zones, the default zones. That way we don't have to worry about getting bit all the time. So I'm going to hit the road here, bang a left, follow this road all the way around until we get, I'll check out these houses, see if anything's available. We'll check out that one, and then we'll come here. This would be a nice one to grab. I like the location of this one. But, as we found out in our previous episode, best laid plans is never really an option in Project Zomboid. You've got to take what you can get, and as the server continues to fill with players, the optimal base locations get fewer and far between. So, again, this will be kind of an exploratory little mini mission that we're going on right here to see if we can maybe find a decent spot. Again, thankfully, because of the mods on the server, we have this mini-map available. We can scroll out quite a ways on the mini-map. Actually, we can scroll the entire county. But yeah, we can scroll out here. We can see where we've been, where we can go, and we know exactly which houses we haven't checked yet. And ideally, we'll find something that has reasonable access to either water or heating, possibly a well or at least a fireplace, maybe even some existing fences or tall gates. But I'm basically going to be less and less selective the longer we search, because again, it's kind of a Goldilocks situation. You're never going to find an absolutely perfect base because somebody else has probably already claimed it for themselves. So, car in the driveway, that's not a good sign. Means a player might be here. And yes, the front door is missing. They're all open. I have a hunch this one's been looted out. Let's go ahead and just check inside. I am still hungry, so we're going to get food if possible. Yep, somebody came through and took all the doors, but let's see, maybe we'll get lucky and find at least a couple of snacks. Nope. Okay, it's been looted out. So again, I don't really care if the area's been looted, right? Like, this is still an available house, so it's claimable. There's a barn over there, but that's nowhere I want to stay in. And this is just the shed out back. Okay, so not this particular area. Not the worst spot. I would obviously have to rebuild all the doors. But, you know, could be worse. Check the rest of this just so we can try to knock out some of these moodlets here. And we're going to keep searching. Again, this goes to the server hub. Everything is sort of a hot commodity, so I'm definitely going to widen my search area. And again, we might just go straight on back to West Point and grab one of the houses in the suburbs. Again, they're kind of a dime a dozen over there. Not the best defensibility, but they'll work. McCoy logging container, that's fun. This is the under construction house. So this one is sort of a carpenter's dream, right? If you actually like the customization of a house, this wouldn't be the worst one to grab. Again, totally unfurnished, missing everything, and it's actually occupied. It's also technically non-residential. There's a zombie floating around somewhere in here, and we couldn't claim it even if we wanted to. I'm going to grab this axes book, because that will help once we start using our axes. Otherwise, nothing going here. Let's head back to the van. Again, I'm keeping the engine running for the most part here because we're kind of going in and out real fast to these places. Go down the road here. We'll check out these couple houses over here. And again, I'm basically just hoping that I can come across something that hasn't been completely ransacked and is still in decent condition. Because, you know, this is going to be the home in Kentucky here for the next 5 weeks or so. It's basically like a zombie Airbnb. So there's a little house there. It's a little too close to the road for my liking, so we're just going to keep moving. And this is the road I came down from the Riverside house. That house actually looks like it might be unlooted. The door was closed. Usually when people loot a house, they either leave the front door just hanging open, or sometimes they'll just disassemble it for the carpentry experience. So, like right here, this is an open door. There's a good chance this house has been ransacked. And again, if I look over here, that is a side kind of barn, so not a house. You know what? This one isn't in the worst condition. It's got shower, fridge, oven, little TV area, living room you might call it, and honestly a decent bedroom. So we're actually going to claim this because, well, it hasn't been picked through yet. So a couple things to do when you start claiming a house. Eventually we will try to board up all these windows, but gonna go ahead and close these blinds. And I will select view safe house. We will respawn in the safe house if and when we die. Okay. Close the blinds in this little guest bedroom. Oh, no, I don't want to open the window. There we go. Again, somebody has definitely looted this house because all the doors are hanging open. However, I'll make sure that alarm clock is turned off. That could be an issue. Again, we're not going to be here 24/7, but the server will keep running even when we're not in it. So you want to make sure, like right here, in single player, I wouldn't care too much about this. Okay, the alarm is off. Okay, good to know. Let's put this back in the drawer. That's fine. If that alarm went off, it could draw a lot of a lot of zombies to the area. So we have a server restart here in 10 minutes, which works. So we're going to take a brief intermission for the episode anyways. But yeah, honestly, this is not bad. It's very modest, but it's got all of its doors. It's got blinds for all the windows. So all I need to do is board them up. I'll probably board up all but maybe one window. I'll leave one as like an emergency escape exit, basically, for my character. And then I'll be able to attach a generator. I'll probably tuck it away right here in the corner so other players won't see it. Hopefully zombies don't hear it too much. And yeah, that looks good. I can pull the van up. Again, I still need to technically claim the van with a vehicle claim orb, but I have to craft the orb first. So right now we are sort of hoping that people understand this is my vehicle. We will lock the trunk. Let me make sure it's closed. There we go, it's closed. I should be able to lock it. Switch to the driver's seat here. Okay, it's locked. Why can't I switch to the back seats? Oh, I have items on the back seats. Oh, I forgot I did all that. Oh, there we go. So that's right. I got a bunch of blades and stuff. I forgot about that. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, I need to turn the vehicle off. Again, this even when I disconnect, the server still runs. So we don't want to have this thing running. Lock doors. There's a door open. Switch over again just to see. Okay, so the doors are locked. Trunk is actually, let's unlock the doors. I don't really know how it works with the hot wired. I don't know if I actually have a key for this vehicle. 86 Econoline, I don't know for sure, so we'll leave it unlocked and just rely on the kindness of strangers. Hopefully they can't get close enough to get into the vehicle. Okay. Actually, you know what? Could I unlock the trunk? This will be a good test. If I can unlock the trunk from the outside, I don't think I can. So yeah, we'll leave this as is for now. Alrighty, well we're gonna go ahead and take a brief intermission. Again, the episode will continue in a moment, but I do like to log out before any intermissions or any server restarts. Looks like somebody's been doing some harvesting over here, knocking down some woods. Are they trying to create like a path over here? Huh, that's interesting. Well, either way, I'm gonna kill a couple zombies and log out temporarily here. But yeah, I think this is going to be a decent little base spot for us. And again, it's all really just about having a spot with a good location that is fairly defendable. Again, we'll have to build the walls, but that's kind of expected. And you know what? Let's go check the. Yeah, I'll worry about that when we log back in. So because we only have a few minutes till the server restarts. So I will see you all momentarily. We are back in the server. It took a little detour there. We're gonna get a drink out of the sink. Oh, we do have an empty bottle. That's right. We have our old bourbon bottle here. That could hold. I don't really know. I guess that's like half a liter, half a kilo of water. We'll see. I'm probably gonna find a better water bottle. But in the short term, we need to do one thing specifically, and that is see if we have enough materials to craft the vehicle claim orb, because that would be very handy. I can't do anything if I have the trunk locked, so let's unlock the trunk. Hop over here, pop the trunk, we'll get all out. Okay, and have that open. Let's go to our crafting menu, and let's see here. Can I just filter the orb? So, we have a pencil. We have a hammer. We need everything else. We need 5 screws, metal pipe, 5 thread, and 25 ripped sheets. So that'll be what we do now. So let's go ahead and jump in the van again. I'm going to worry about unloading everything later. Actually, do we have anything in the backseat that I could use? No metal pipe, no bucket of screws. Okay. So we're probably going to just take this into Louis or West Point proper here. So we're just going to follow the main road. Zigging and zagging up here. I might swing by here and check these storage areas. I think the black buildings are like storage. So we might do a pit stop there, but otherwise we're going to head on over. Again, we put a claim in on this house. That is officially our safe house. So nobody else should be able to mess with it while we're gone. Hopefully all of our furniture stays intact, which would be great. In a multiplayer game where everybody's trying to grind up their abilities, gotta keep that furniture in your base. So I'm gonna work on probably carpentry first. That'll be the first main skill that I start trying to grind up, because we need to build some walls, reinforce the base a little bit. I would like to effectively create like a carport for my my little minivan here. Again, we'll put the vehicle claim orb on it, but carport would be nice just to avoid any zombie damage that might occur. Small house over there, definitely been looted. And there's a good chance somebody lives here. Maybe not, but we'll go to the back Let's see if these sheds looted yet. The house definitely looks like it's been looted as well. Dead zombie is a good indicator that a player has been through here also. Let's kill the engine, because this might take us a minute. And again, we're looking for a snack. Oh, big ol' empty warehouse. Nothing really interesting there. There's tends to be some decent loot in these, not really a barn, but it's a little bigger than a shed. These usually have some pretty good agricultural products or tools in them. In this case, I think somebody has definitely been through here. So we'll probably just make tracks and keep on heading to West Point. Again, West Point is more likely to have loot that's respawned already. The server has been online at this point for about 4 or 5 full days, and real life days. So again, in the game, the date is October 16th, so it's been running for, let's see, July is the 7th month. So yeah, this is about 3 months into the apocalypse in the game itself. Which makes sense, because again, it's an hour a day, so 24 hours, 24 days per real life day. It's kind of a condensed little timeline, which is nice, you know. Again, it makes you feel more accomplished, even though, like, right now, this character has barely survived over a day. He's on a day and 15 hours, so yeah, basically a day and a half or so. But, you know, it feels like we are multi-month survivors just by nature of this constantly moving clock. Again, it might be hard to see in the video, but that is saying 78 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's the 16th of October. And that temperature is because we are inside of the car. Outside it's a little cooler. It's just naturally warmer inside the vehicle. Ooh, I think that might be a crowbar in that one zombie's back. We'll keep an eye on that. I might circle back. I love crowbars. Again, there's machetes, katanas. Obviously there's guns. But nothing really beats good old reliable crowbar. Get the long blunt damage modifier, you know. It tends to last longer than a lot of other weapons. It is very, very nice. I'm a big crowbar fan. That's a thing. We're gonna zip past some of these exterior zombies and get more into the town itself because I am still hungry. See here, we still have the hungry modifier, so we need to get into town, grab a snack. Ooh, a whole bunch of firefighters, so that is good armor. Keep that in mind. Firefighting gear is really, really handy when it comes to surviving scratches and bites. Ideally blocking them all together. Again, we're seeing all these Halloween decorations. So the server admins are running kind of a thing right now where if you do a certain marking in your safe house, they'll swing by and actually spruce up your safe house with Halloween decorations. So some of these are just naturally here, right? But some of the more elaborate decorations around the actual lived-in safe houses, like this one, probably has a few. That person is very well off. I see they already have their generator, which is another thing we're going to be keeping an eye out for, is the generator and any other sort of hot commodities. You know, the good old staples, the generator, the sledgehammer. I believe I actually got the generator manual already, so thankfully. You know, and for posterity, I need to read that real quick. Done and done. Okay. Again, I'll find a way to mess up and accidentally lose it, so I'm just going to read it now. Ooh, you know what I need to do is get rid of all these books in my duffel bag so we can loot properly, because my duffel bag, it's pretty much entirely full. So let's see, the rear right, let's put it, yeah, rear right seat. Okay, all these are going to go into the rear right seat. And again, I have some nice magazines in here, namely the virology courses, which you can see if I can ever get this to finish here. They will actually teach us how to synthesize a vaccine, or at least even a cure for zombies. So all we need to do that is a chemistry set, which I think there's another magazine, Laboratory Equipment, that teaches you how to create autopsy tables. You can paint things, you can assemble the centrifuge, and all the different little things you would need to actually synthesize a cure for the zombie virus, which again is pretty awesome to have as an option. Again, that's modded, that's not in vanilla. But it's a little bit more involved than some of the other mods, like They Knew. Some of you might remember I did a playthrough with that mod intact where you could find the cure to the zombie virus. But that's not as dramatic as actually crafting it through hard work and getting zombie samples and all those things. Some more knife, we'll grab that. Billhook machete. Ooh, more seeds. I always grab the seeds when I can. We have a couple spray cans, so I'm not worried about grabbing those right now. But I am going to start grabbing some of these random 2-pound bags of like chemicals because I think we're going to need that when we start doing some science. So, ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's eat these tortillas. Finally. Can I just eat all the tortillas now? Back to back to back. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Jelly beans, for sure. Grab those. I think I already have this one. No, this is advanced. We'll grab it. Some other water pipe options. Okay, I'm not going to grab every snow shovel. I guess they're a lot more common than I thought. I forgot I have one on my back. A roofing axe. We'll take that. The chips, of course. Maintenance. I don't think we have maintenance 1, 2. I think we have mechanics 1, 2. I always get them mixed up. And popcorn. At least while we still have electricity, we can use the microwave. And grab some pop. Grab this empty bottle as well. I don't know what's better, the glass whiskey bottle full of water or an empty plastic bottle that we can fill with water. So we'll do a basic experiment to find out which is better. And I think I'm meant to be ripping, not these, but yeah, I'm basically trying to collect a bunch of rip sheets, obviously for the vehicle claim orb, as well as there's like a side quest on the server. You need rip sheets to get the Halloween decoration. So that's just kind of a fun thing they're doing on the server. Ooh. Look at all. I don't care about the long blunt. I'm probably not going to become that skilled. Getting to level 9 or 10 in any skill is frankly a little out of my depth right now. I usually don't last that long. Grab a glow stick. I just like glow sticks. Might actually use one at some point. A thermos. So that's can be used to store water, drinks, or cooked soups. Okay, we'll try it out. Whoa! 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 Hey! Whoa! 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 That's my van. That's my van. No worries. Sorry, you freaked me out. I thought you were gone. That was a close one. Did you just join? On for a few days? Oh, okay, cool. Are you just kind of solo wandering? Gotcha, gotcha. Well, you know what I could do is drive you somewhere if you want to find a vehicle. I don't know if you have burglar or not. I could hotwire one for you. Okay, no worries. I'm based up a little bit southwest of town, so you'll probably see me in West Point quite a bit. Alright, man, you need any snacks or anything? Alright, take it easy. Alright, that was close. Luckily he was a friendly fellow. Again, everyone on the server has been very friendly so far. But he just honestly might not have known, you know, that this was my car. Although, to be honest, a hot-wired van sitting in the middle of the road, a little too good to be true, am I right? So we're going to just move a little bit further down. I don't want to fight that zombie right now. Throw all this into the seat, as well as the snow shovel. So that's weighing me down. And everything else I'll throw into the seat as well. I don't know why I can't, like, multi-select. Oh, it's because the vehicle's moving. I get it. Okay, let's move a little bit further down the road. Now we should be able to multi-select. Now that is a vehicle that somebody's definitely modded. Okay. So it's not just me. Throw everything into the seat here. That is a hell of a... That looks like a twisted metal vehicle or something. He's fighting Sweet Tooth in that thing. Oh, that was his car? Okay. Nice ride. That was actually another player. I think I've seen that guy around here before, actually. I saw him zipping around earlier in my playthrough. Look at this. See? This is what I was talking about. These, I believe, have respawned. So let's go ahead and lock the doors. So I can get in and out with the doors locked. Okay. And we can also close the trunk. Okay. So in theory, nobody should be able to get into that van. You're gonna look at this fresh. Oh my goodness. We got fresh lettuce. It's supposed to be like just a produce store, I guess. Canned tuna, even better. I love the canned stuff. Gum. I'm just gonna eat that now. Why not? What is on the zombie here? We got a lot of jewelry, but you know, nothing else really. I need to start looking into building the laboratory and getting that situated because yes, eat the yogurt, keep the cheese. I'm gonna want to start basically stockpiling the relevant ingredients that I need to do either a cure or, you know, any other cool things. Again, you can also, I think, make like vaccines, if I'm not mistaken. People are leaving all this dried food. They clearly looted a little bit of this area, but not all of it. And you know what? I'm gonna just throw these tortillas on the ground. So I think things on the ground despawn fairly quickly. But if you remove things and throw them on the ground, then the container holding those items will ideally spawn in fresh food after a couple of days of real time. So, if that makes any sense. 8 p.m. in West Point, local time. I'm going to check over in this building here. We're still looking for a variety of supplies for our vehicle, or the screws. What else do we need? A bunch of rip sheets, or I think rip sheets. Let's just look. So we need a metal pipe, 5 screws, 5 thread, and rip sheets. Again, we'll get the thread and rip sheets just from tearing up everything we find. And we know that we already have the pin and the hammer, or at least a pencil and the hammer. So that's all well and good. So we need to start ripping up all the zombie clothes we find. Somebody took the jug of water out of there. Box of paper clips. That's good for fishing. We'll grab an extra pencil. Again, now they do have a purpose. And I know that glue is actually useful because it is used for the journal, which I'm going to probably try to craft one of those sooner than later. Craft a journal, and lets you sort of save your skills. So if you die, you might have to remake your character, but your skills will actually roll over to the new character. That's the way I understand it. I've never actually done it before, but we'll see. Oh, empty notebook. That's also what you need. Empty notebook, glue, I think leather strips, and something else. So I do need to grab the scissors. I think I saw scissors over here. We'll grab those because you need scissors in order to cut up leather things to get leather strips. Again, leather strips are good for crafting that skills magazine I was telling you about, and also reinforcing existing clothes. So you can kind of add a little bit of padding, leather padding to your wardrobe. So that's the idea. Again, I'm grabbing garbage bags as we go. It sounds like there might be a zombie nearby. Oh, I'm hearing somebody shambling around. Again, not the best loot left in this building, but people miss things, you know? Like this whole shelf. Clearly nobody got this one. Put the briefcase on the floor just to see what's inside. Oh, sheet of paper. Okay, so ignore that. More cigarettes. Again, we don't choose the stop choosing the smoking trait, but other people do because it's you know, a couple extra points when it comes to getting perks at the beginning. I just found it to be too annoying to worry, you know, constantly getting cigarettes. They don't always respawn, so. But I do still loot them because the players with the smoker trait are always happy to trade. And it's a nice way to sweeten the deal when you're trading with people. They have that trait. They're like, ooh, I'll take that, please. Fishing book, aiming, definitely grabbing that. The ability to strength training. That's kind of funny. But yeah, just the idea of being able to increase your aiming faster is always good because training any guns or weaponry in this game is very, very tricky to do. Biology courses, I think I already had this. Yeah, this is the synthesizer. We'll grab it anyways, but I think that's just a clone of the other magazine that we found. And zipping over here. Doing some office looting. But you can see, like, the further up we go, clearly somebody got a little, tired of kind of scouring the office space for every little thing. So the higher up you get, the more inconvenient it is in any given area, the more likely you are to find... Oh, and we hop down. Got unpleasantly hot there, that's okay. No damage, we're good. So again, people get a little sloppy as they go. Somebody was clearly grinding carpentry and disassembling all the doors in the building. Like here, I think the tape might be useful. I think that can repair items. Kick step, that's always fun. Just read that. Got the pen. We'll keep on moving here. Precision vehicles, windows, and crafting. Really no, but we'll just read a couple of these. Corners, kitchen, kilns. So prepare glass for smelting, remove glass, and extract glass. So this literally makes it to where you can smelt glass, which is pretty nuts. I'm guessing you put a bunch of sand on a cookie sheet and just kind of melt it. I don't really know, but that's some next level kind of advanced crafting there. Alright, I think that's it for this building. Let's head back downstairs. Again, the loot might respawn, but the doors will not. So, there's that. People will just constantly be disassembling the entire map at their whim. This is the motel. There's almost never many useful items in there, so let's just go back to the van. It's still there. We'll see. I'm a little nervous. Okay, good. Also, my character is getting a little exerted. And we're unpleasantly hot, just because we've been running around. So let's go ahead and start her up. And I am going to swing by the gun store here in town. Again, totally looted the first time I checked it, but it has been a couple days. So, for instance, let's check Gigamart here. Just poke our heads in real quick. So I have a hunch. Yep, look at that. Gigamart is almost completely restocked. So let's actually kill the engine, because we're going to be in here for a hot minute. Kill the engine. Let's dump all of our stuff out of our bag, because we are going on a shopping spree, folks. I must have gotten lucky, because Gigamart usually gets swarmed by players on a semi-regular basis. You have all the people just joining in for the first time in the server, and then the veterans who know when to come back through. I'm sure they have some sort of, I don't know, calendar they use to keep an eye on the respawn schedules for loot. So in our case, we are just kind of lucky and dumb here. Again, all the fresh stuff isn't respawning, but look at this. We got oven mitts, bubble gum, a steel ladle, so maybe not the best stuff. Gotta get MSG, though, for cooking Asian. You know, it's good for Asian cuisine. Oh, canned food. Definitely grabbing this. Food, again, with respawn on loot, food is really not that big of a deal. We will grab the compost bag. It's actually full of compost. That's kind of interesting. Usually you have to fill it yourself. Definitely grabbing that axe. Long blunt. Now, what was I just saying? Yeah, food with loot respawn on. Farming isn't really essential, to be honest, because everybody takes turns basically looting up. Oh, dance the Roomba here. Take turns doing what I'm doing, right? I'm going to go through this store. I'm going to get, I don't know, hopefully 10 to 12 cans of food. Maybe some other dried things. Maybe some beans, rice, flour, yeast, stuff like that. Right here, dried beans. So the idea is, after you've done this once or twice, you're good. Like, you don't really need food for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 real-time days of gameplay. So I think actually worrying about... Oh, I'm going to grab this axe book, though. That might come in handy. I don't think I have that particular edition. So anyways, what I was saying is... Ooh, Shamrock Spiffo. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted by my looting here. So you can either spend all your time caring for crops, trying to raise them up, making sure they're watered, putting in all the effort, and then worrying about zombies or other players walking over them, getting them sick, infecting the crops, maybe they spoil. Again, maybe you missed them, right? Because it's a 24-hour-a-day server. Let's say you weren't able to play for a couple days, the crops came and went, and now they've all gone spoiled on you. So again, I'm not sure if there are mods in place to sort of prevent that from happening, but in my general assumption, again, you'll still see me grabbing any and all seeds that I find because it's a force of habit. I can't really get away from it in this game. Cereal Cosmos SARS. Interesting. I think that's just a cereal box with a weird name. So yeah, we might plant a few crops just for the fun of it, but it's not going to be a whole thing, if you catch my drift. So let's look through the fridges. These are probably all grabbed up. Yeah, I don't think these respawned. Check the back room. I'm just gonna eat these peanuts right now. We got some bunch of sack of... Oh my goodness. Okay, this is sacks and sacks and sacks of fresh produce. So I might just leave those and we'll just take the canned stuff, to be honest. I mean, but all these sacks of fresh... I mean, some of it's a little stale, but yeah. That's pretty insane, though, to see this much fresh... I've never seen this many sacks of fresh produce. Even in a single-player game where there's no other players stealing the loot, this is pretty nuts. I don't know if it's maybe even a glitch. This is just sack of apples, sack of cherries, sack of lettuce, sack of... Like, that's kind of unheard of. So I'm just going to grab the canned stuff because, again... I don't really have the logistical ability to handle that much fresh food. There's only so much room in my fridge, and I don't have any many jars to pickle them in, so we'll just take our fill here, throw them in the back seat of the van, and we'll keep on keeping on with our looting run here around West Point. Back 2 seats are full. Let's throw these in the middle right seat. Again, everything in my duffel. So yeah, I'm focusing on non-perishables for that reason. I don't really plan to be in the server every single day, and again, a day in real life is 24 days in the game, which means everything that's perishable will just go rotten on me in that time period, so there's no real reason for me to hoard all the good perishable food when other players could probably use it more, and they'll be playing more often, so we'll leave it to them. That's the story I'm telling myself. Again, I'm only really keeping... I don't even know if I need the wallet on me. I'm going to try to get in the habit of keeping it, though, because it does link. If I click link, this links to, like, my player character here. You see Tallidus on the wallet now. So this has to do with events. They haven't had one yet in the server, but they will, and I think they reward the cash and, like, poker chip or whatever the blue icon is. So I'm going to stay in the habit... Oh, I grabbed 2 of those books. But I'm going to basically just stay in the habit of keeping my wallet on me. I mean, it's, what? 0.2 kilo. I mean, yeah, it's a little wasted space, but it's not a big deal. Let's head over to the gun store now. Unless I misremembered, I thought it was behind Twiggy's, but I might be thinking of a different town, possibly? Maybe it's just further. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there's something here. Let's pull in, kill the engine, and let's check it out. Again, I'm optimistic if the... No, looks like somebody's already hit it up. I was going to say, if everything else respawned loot, maybe this did, but it would appear as though everything is, in fact, spoken for. We'll grab the reloading book. I think this might be a new one for me. And otherwise, we do have a zombie friend. Moaning and a groaning. That's just a decorative barrel. Again, we will check all these shelves. Okay, I don't know how I didn't see that guy. Maybe a lag spike? I don't know. That was weird. He was just in that room. He's got a cool jacket on, though. Holster, we can wear that. Iron rodent leather jacket, bloody. We're gonna wear that one. We'll wear it open for now, though. We don't want to get all sweaty. But, oh, does that replace my... What other jacket did I have? Yeah, the Metro Hazard jacket. Yeah, this one had a bunch of holes in it, didn't it? No. Something I'm wearing. Oh, yeah, the vest has holes. We will wear these gloves as well. Oh, wow. Okay. Guy had a revolver on him. This is not a player, but we'll holster that revolver. Good to have. Even with a few key ring. No. I don't think this was a player, but... Did that jacket replace my police vest? Hold on. Where? Okay, so... Okay, we're going to wear this and we'll wear this. So... That's weird. Okay, so yeah, our current setup is better. Even though we do have a hole in the police vest, and I think it doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure that's a hole in this Metro Hazard jacket, if I'm correct. Should be able to check that under protection. Lower torso, hole, left foot. Interesting. Did I mess up my shoes? Yeah, there's a hole in my boots. There's a hole in my boot. Well, we'll see. Guess I'll keep my eyes peeled for other military boots. And maybe we'll try to patch up this Metro jacket. I kind of like the Metro, just because it matches the gas mask and everything that I'm wearing right now. I look a little intense. So, just kind of fun for role-playing. Grab a drink out of the sink. Fill up our water bottle, and we'll be on our way. So, nothing much going there. I'm just going to drop. Honestly, I don't really care about that jacket. Keep the revolver on us. Not too heavy with the holster. And, yeah, throw the book in the back seat. We'll keep on moving here. Where to next? So we checked the gun store. We got more food. What else is an option in West Point? Well, let's look at the map. We've got police station would probably be a good spot. I think that's down here. So we'll go down the road, bang a left, straight to the... I think that's the police station. Maybe fire station. Both are actually good to loot. And yes, I don't have my headlights on. That is on purpose. Because I don't want to forget to turn them back off and then have my battery die on me. That would be very lame. So we don't want to mess up our vehicle. We've gotten pretty lucky so far with regards to the vehicle, so again, I'm trying not to hit a bunch of zombies, destroy our engine. Smithos still standing strong. Good to know. And I'm gonna head down here, past the food market, and I was almost right next to it earlier. It's fine. So, I think this is the church. Not gonna lie, I think I might just skip the church. Don't want to steal from a house of God, and I don't think they'll have a lot of what I'm looking for, loot-wise. So let's go around. Again, purple, I believe, marks service buildings, so police stations, fire stations, churches, and in this case, I think this might just be like a... Okay, this is just an open area. But here's the police station, so let's go ahead and pull up. Kill the engine, because we might be a minute. And we'll see. Hopefully, we have a respawn on loot in here. There's a zombie walking away, okay. Because if we do, the lockers in the police station are always a really good spot to find loot. Also, it looks like they've already busted down all the doors to get into the armory, which obviously is where they would keep all the fantastic weaponry for the police station, so... Naturally, they've destroyed all the doors. What are you gonna do? I'll probably stop noting that at some point. Oh, look at that. Yes, I think, weirdly, a lot of literature for the lockers, but oh my goodness. 1865. I think that is better than my roadside duffel bag. Yeah, this is only 1050, so yes. We'll definitely grab the duffel bag. Aviation headset. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that or that. We will grab short blunt. Sneaking, why not? Sprinting, actually, we will grab that because we were probably going to get sprinting up pretty high. We're going to be running the whole game. A thigh shotgun shell holder. Yes, we'll take that. Shotguns are the best thing to use to level up your gun skill. And honestly, I'm going to get the beret and the sunglasses because you got to look cool. You know what I mean? The next level is short blunt, sprinting, 3 and 4, reloading 5 and 6. Goodness. This is actually a pretty solid loadout. Let me try this deputy hat on. How does this look? Does it go over my... you know? It kind of clips through. What about the tactical beret? Can I wear that without looking silly? Okay, that one is just full on. Okay, that's because I'm wearing this giant mask. So we'll drop the tactical beret and this. We're wearing this gas mask, the Metro Hazard gas mask. So again, not doesn't make me look very personable, but it does provide really nice scratch defense. So I'm gonna leave it on for now. Where's the beret? We'll take the beret off though. Okay, I'll just take it for potential use later. Aiming 7-8. I don't think I have that one yet. So we'll take that as well as reloading 3-4. Short blunt 1-2. Frankly, we really need it all, you know? We're going to be a very intelligent survivor. 9-10 we need. Short blunt 1-2. Already got 3-4. We don't have, so we'll grab that. So honestly, at this point, I have short blunt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's 9 and 10. So these books, literally, I have the full set of the short blunt books to become a theoretical expert. And basically that means if I find nightsticks, I'm going to be like a god in the zombie community here. So I believe that the nightstick is what they are referring to when they say short blunt. Nightsticks, clubs, things like that. Primarily nightsticks, I think, is what they're talking about. Give me guns, give me guns, give me guns. Oh, oh, I'm so happy. Okay. We're just gonna overload here. We're gonna get everything, folks. This is fantastic. I have found the motherlode. Let's just appreciate this for a minute. We got the Winchester. We got the Henry Big Boy, the 45 Magnum rounds, 45 rounds. I mean, this is like 40 pounds of guns we're carrying. We got another aiming magazine. I think I might have that one. No? Okay, well, let's grab it anyways. Why not? You know what I should do? What would be smart? Let's equip the new duffel bag on my back. On back. Okay. See, I don't know how this works, but supposedly they're both equipped, but only one can be on my back. I don't know. So we're going to unequip the roadside. Just drop that for now. Okay, now I should be able to move the roadside bag into this. Yes. Okay, so still a ton of weight, but slightly more managed. We're going to grab all this. Okay, and the safe. I don't think that is actually interactable. It's just looks. Okay, and then we're going to slowly walk as we take damage under this extremely heavy load. So many guns in our inventory, it is actively hurting us. That's a problem I don't mind having. And we're going to basically fill the vehicle up with all of these guns. So, again, pretty solid. I'm going to have to probably drive away because these zombies are going to sneak. Yeah, let's just drive away for a minute because I cannot really do any combat. Okay, well, so they'll deal with it. Alright, just drive away just a little bit. And these are all just going to be thrown into my passenger seat, I think. Okay, let's get rid of some of this weight because I got a bunch. So again, I just need to get under 17 pounds, and then we're looking good. We got the submachine gun, we got the Ruger. I mean, folks, for a Zomboid player, this is like the motherlode. It really get much better than that, if you know what I mean. So, got that Colt Peacemaker for the 44 Magnum. We got the aiming book, How to Aim a Gun for Dummies. I mean, come on. We're a little hungry, but you know what? I just happen to have a whole bunch of food. So we're gonna eat some chips. And again, we took damage, but it should heal up pretty quickly on its own because that was just from carrying a heavy weight. We will now... I think I need to offload a whole lot of items. So, let's get some gas since we're here. Again, not sure how long the electricity will last, so... Let's knock out some zombies here. I need to check. I think the only thing I noticed that we didn't get was a shotgun from the police station. And here we go. Military boots. We're going to wear these because, as I mentioned earlier, these have a hole in them. And let's start ripping clothes too. We're going to rip all, well, I guess in this case we're ripping a shirt, but you know, got to start somewhere. Ripping all the clothing up because we're going to get these. So when they're dirty, they are called dirty rags, and when they're clean, they're called ripped sheets. So it's just kind of a weird not misnomer, it's just, I don't know, it's how they phrase it, it's a little weird. Filling her up. And frankly, at this point, we don't really have much more room in our van to store anything else, so... the only other thing I might do is try to grab some boxes or crates. Because now that I think about it, we don't have a ton of storage back at base. Let's poke our head in here. Oh, we'll eat some highs, why not? A little snack never hurt anybody. It actually might hurt me because I have a sensitive stomach, but you know. What are you gonna do? Trilai, MS times, to continue needs. I don't really know what this does, but we'll read up a couple things. Again, if I'm in doubt, I just kind of read it because reading is... For these skill magazines, reading is pretty much instantaneous, so... You don't have to carry it all along with you, but it doesn't hurt to gain a little bit of knowledge as you move. Okay, that's all looted up. Cool. Alright, we'll just use what we got back at base. So, on that note... I need to make sure that I mark where the base is, because if I am correct, I believe we ended up here for our base. And we don't have a pen on us, do we? Okay, let me check. I think I have one in the back seat. One of these back seats should have a pen. Yeah, let's, I guess we'll use the red pen. Sure, why not? Be more dramatic. So. Alright. Use our little home marker, and we'll mark it right there. That is currently our safe house. Whoops. Can I undo that note? Nope. How do we edit notes? Requires an eraser and a pen. Oh, so I actually need an eraser. That's funny. Okay, well. Let me mark... Where was I? Just over here. Put a little gun here. Add a note. Lots of guns. Can we put a little arrow? Perfect. Because I'm not kidding, folks. That was definitely the single best gun haul that I think I've ever had playing Project Zomboid. The only thing that could have been better is if we just got even more ammo and maybe shotguns with shotgun shells. But that should be enough weaponry to last me for quite a while in this server. Let's see, I think we need to go back to the main road. Did I come up in the main road? Yeah. No, actually, I went down the road that I'm on. So on 42, I think they actually added street names, so you can like hover over the road and actually get a street name. But for this, we're gonna go down, go left, and then a little bit right. Where they at? Home. Okay. So again, I do like the vibe of where I'm currently at. Very quick access to West Point, quick access to the hub itself. All I need to do is get a claim locked in on my vehicle, and a generator would be nice. And then build a fence, but we're looking pretty good right now. I might actually kick the lights on. Oh, are my headlights not working? You know what? I don't... Yeah, okay, they are. I forgot. The street lights are still on, so the headlights wouldn't make much of a difference. There we go, okay. I have them on now because, let's say I'm coming up on players or another person driving. I'll give them at least a chance to get out of the way, or at least scream so I don't kill them myself. Looks like somebody came through here doing a lot of damage. Backing up some numbers. Again, eventually I will be leveled up enough with weaponry to start wiping out a few hordes of my own. But all I really want to do now is offload all of our fantastic loot. So we basically got a full grocery run, a ton of canned food. We got a lot of books for leveling up purposes, which again I might either do a, a montage or a time lapse, but I'm not gonna show you guys real time of me just sitting on a couch reading books. So that's kind of like watching paint dry. But most importantly of all, we came across one of the... Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Cello? What's going on? I'm gonna get out of the way because this guy's using a shotgun. I don't want him to hit my van on accident. Y'all need any snacks or water or anything?
What's up, dude?
What's going on?
What's your name?
Tallidus. Here, let me hop out real quick. Yeah, Orb's been really good to me, man. Orb's helped me out like twice already, pretty significantly on the server.
Do you need anything? I carry a bunch of stuff in my armored bang bus.
Honestly, I might be willing to trade for a shotgun if you've got an extra shotgun on you.
I'll do you one better. Hold on a moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to level up shooting, and I know shotguns are kind of the best for that. Dude, this guy's bus is so cool. And it's totally armored. Oh, did I break the knife? No? Okay, again, that shotgun is attracting quite a lot of attention from other zombies.
So do you prefer a shotgun, or is it just because you want to level it?
Mainly because I was wanting to level. I have a few other guns, but I don't have any shotguns.
Fair enough. It's the only shotgun I got on me, but I got another one back at my house. Not really too bent out of shape about it if you take to the go.
Oh,
There's
that's
a
awesome,
box
man.
of shells to go with it.
I appreciate it. Do you want... I have a couple guns if you want to check them out.
Oh, no, you can have that. That's the orb blessing you. I'll just rock AK-40 for a bit.
Alright, man. Well, I greatly
what I mean?
appreciate it, man. Hey, are you guys based around here or anything? Or are y'all just kind of chilling?
So we're over on the, so if you look on your map, go over, you know where Tiki Town is, right?
Oh, yeah, on the way to Bear Lake, right?
Yeah, on the way to Bear Lake. So if you get, like you know how you see the river bends twice, like kind of like a sideways M or W.
Yeah.
The top part of the bend, so the bend that's topmost towards Rock Ridge, the little suburban area, literally right to the south of that bend, we're based in there and by that gas station.
Oh, I see. Do you know what grid number that is? I'm looking at the grid here.
Yeah, one moment.
It's like V27, I think.
Z24.
Oh, Z24?
Yep. Z24.
Oh, okay. So that's I see. Okay, yeah, the main river. The main river. I see. I got you. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice little zone. I'm
It's
kind of just
actually pretty
posted
nice. It's
near
just
the
a lot of
hub.
runners.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm staying out of tier 3 for now.
Yeah, it's my first time playing online, and let me tell you, it was crash course.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I have one request. Do you have any food on?
absolutely. Let me get you some real quick.
Yeah, just a little something, nothing crazy.
Again, ask and he shall receive. We have a lot of food. Let's get him. I don't know if you can open this. Can of evaporated milk is. No, that's gonna kill us. Hold on. Forgot that really kills your thirst. So. And what would be the best thing to grab him? Carrots, fruit cocktail. Here we go. I got fruit cocktail and carrots.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
That's gonna help me big time. I was actually starting to get real hungry out on this road here. I stopped off at a couple of looking for some vegetables or anything like that, but
Well, I'll give you a big
I didn't
hint.
get any luck.
If you go into West Point, the Gigamart, I think they just respawned food, so there's a ton of food. And going to
Oh
the
yeah, I'm trying to get out of Tiki Town because it's like suggested over there right now with people just trying to. I'm just trying to get out of there
yeah.
because it's like 100 people in that one spot.
Oh, okay, so that's just a hot spot on the server.
It feels like it, yeah, because the orb's like 30 people large, so.
Got it.
Feel free to take any of the clothes or jewelry off these guys and sell it, man. It's good money.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well. So, when you mentioned selling jewelry, you can do that for like the server currency. Is that how that works?
So yeah, so money, you know how you can find money in cash registers? It's the
Yeah.
currency that we use. Basically, you take any bank in any of the city has like a good look vending machine 18. You go up to and in your inventory, like the area inventory, you right click on it and you can sell like jewelry and stuff for money. You hold that stuff in the inventory or stash it away somewhere, not in a wallet, and you can go and like buy stuff like blueprints and stuff like that, and then
Oh, cool.
when the hub like actually opens up, you can use money from your wallet to buy tokens and exchange currency that way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, good to know. I think my little side project is I'm going to start working on a laboratory and start developing zombie cures.
So the thing is, the zombie cure isn't going to be active. We have to wait for the cure event.
Okay. Well, I can still set up the laboratory though, so I'll try to get that
Yeah,
worked
I mean
on.
you can get the ball rolling. It's just you can't get all the way there.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, hey man, I appreciate it again. You take it easy.
Heck yeah, you take it easy, man.
That was extremely nice of him. I didn't expect him to give me the shotgun he was using, to be honest. Um, and a box of shells. But hey, that's how it worked out. So now we are overloaded. I need to put a few things in my duffel. Mainly this Winchester rifle. Oh, it's not going to fit in the duffel. Okay, well, we'll put everything else in there. So, bop, 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 bop. I need a snack myself. And then we're going to keep on moving back to base. So you mentioned that you can grab these jewelry and actually sell it for legitimately usable currency, which is pretty awesome because I figured the jewelry was only useful to like smelt down into its metal. And again, I'm not really sure what that would be used for, but hey, kind of nice that they added a little bit of functionality to looting these zombies. Got that gold necklace with a ruby stone, gold stud earrings, so gold, diamond, silver, all solid things to grab. Diamond on a silver ring, boom, 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 you know. So for a loot goblin like myself, that's a very nice touch. I think we're just gonna stick to gold, silver, and diamonds for jewelry, and yes, sure. Okay, let's not rip all these clothes because I'm already overweight a little bit here. And we honestly don't have any other space to put all this stuff. It's an embarrassment of riches. So, checking a few more. Bandana. Crash helmet. Yeah. We'll grab that because that is 100, 100. Again, the trade-off is anything that gives you like 100 protection from bites and scratches usually is extremely hot because you're basically wearing a completely enclosed item. So you gotta keep that in mind. But for now, grab a snack on the road and we're gonna head back to base. While I eat something here. Maybe I have something in the back seat. Yeah, let's eat some jelly beans. Why not? So pretty nice. Again, we're gonna offload all these items. And can I see my notes on the map, or the mini map? I think I have to have my main map open for that. Okay, so that's good to know. That would be a little OP, honestly, if you could see your notes on the mini map. But if you made it this far in the episode so far, please feel free to like and subscribe for more Project Zomboid content. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the process of what I'm going to do to offload everything into the various containers at base. But that will basically wrap up this particular episode. I might kind of keep playing, though. Maybe lump this right into the next episode because it's been a pretty eventful session here. And I might start using the newly acquired guns that I just got. Pull up right here, kill the engine. We're gonna keep unlock the trunk so we can get to it. And let's start offloading our items. gas mask. And folks, if you've made it this far in the episode, definitely feel free to like and subscribe. Clearly, you're a fan of Project Zomboid and checking out my playthrough here on the multiplayer PvE Harvest server, Season 11. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.